This is ContactTalkRadio.com. Consciousness in action. And you are taking action into your consciousness by tuning into Contact Talk Radio.
And on TuneIn.com, Hing.fm, and UpSnap Mobile.
Contact Talk Radio.
You're listening to Dear Venus with your host, Venus Andrecht.
Hi, everybody. Hey, it's so nice to see you. It's Venus Andrecht with the Dear Venus Show. January 31st, 2012, and our topic today is, I'm going to talk about a man who was very wealthy and interesting and interested in the other side, and he learned how to take pictures of the other side and all kinds of exciting things. So we'll chat about that. But first of all, I do take your calls on air, and I think we're going to hold up a little bit and start taking calls about 15 minutes after the hour, so be ready because, you know, the lines fill up fast. But the number to call to talk to me to get a reading is 1-877-230-3062. And again, this is all countries, 877-230-3062. And why might you want to talk to me, you say? Well, because I'm a telepath, an empath, a medium. I talk to the dead. I talk to the living. I look at situations and I help you see them clearly, and I help straighten them out because I do a lot of good mojo work, which is good energy work to help things go in a better direction for you. And normally at the first of the show, I read a testimonial from somebody because a lot of people send me emails, which I love to get, by the way. But I think I'm going to tell you something personal right now before we leap into this story about George Meeks. This happened night before last. I was in bed trying to sleep, and I couldn't sleep, very restless, kicking and rolling, kicking the cats off the bed, you know, just couldn't sleep. And then when I did sleep, I had a lot of people in my head talking to me and, you know, doing things. And I said, what do you guys, what's going on? They were all live people that I know, people that I've heard of. They were all in my head. Then I finally went to another line of sleep, I guess, and I had a dream. I had a dream within a dream. I dreamed, I was dreaming along, and then I realized I was dreaming, so I guess that's lucid dreaming. And then I realized I was with a friend of mine who's dead. His name is Bruce. He died maybe 5 years ago, 50. He had colon cancer. And his wife is named Regina, and she and I have been painting together for 10 years, over 10 years now. You've heard me talk about that with Carol, Regina, and our teacher, Stan. This is a long time to know somebody and to paint with them. So I went through the whole thing with his sickness and his dying, and I helped him and Regina when that was happening, when he could no longer talk, and I was able to go in and find out what he needed, what he wanted. And what really surprised me about Bruce was, as I told Regina, I was working with him as he was actively dying, I said, he's still in denial. He still doesn't think he's going to die. He still doesn't think he's going to go. I said, well, when's he going to... And so that's the backside of the story. So anyway, here he was night before last, and he was talking to me, and he said to me, I want to give you some messages that I want you to give Regina. The things I'm going to tell you will let her know that I am around, and I do know what's happening with her in her life. It's just to prove to her that I'm really still alive. I said, okay. And I'm thinking, maybe out loud, I'm not sure in the dream, how come I can talk to Bruce like this so easily and I have trouble talking to my own mother who's dead? That's another story, but I think it's because I'm just too close and I want it too much. But what I am is a medium, and so this is easy for me to do. But it was interesting the way it happened, a dream within a dream, and there's more to come, I'll tell you. So he lined up boxes, like drawn boxes, and he put a different message in each box, and he told me what each message was. And I said, I'm never going to remember all these, Bruce. I'll try. I'll do my best. He said, okay. And then he left, and I was still in the dream within a dream, and I said, I better wake Regina up and give her these messages because I just know I'm going to forget them by morning. So what I saw her in bed sleeping, and I shook her awake, and I said, Regina, wake up. I'm sorry to wake you up. And she sort of sat up like, whoa, what? One of those. I said, I've just talked to Bruce, and he has messages for you, and I'm forgetting them already. I could only remember 2, and I told her in the dream what they were. And then I woke up into this reality, and I thought, dang, I can only remember 2 messages. I hope I remember them by morning. Well, in the morning, I woke up again for real, and I got up, and I thought, I better call Regina before I lose it all. So I called her, and I said, I heard from Bruce last night. She says, oh, you did? I said, yes, and he wanted me to give you messages. I'm sorry, I can only remember 2 of them, and I gave her the messages. One was that somebody around her is pregnant or will be shown to be pregnant, which we thought was kind of a ho-ho. I said, well, it's probably just something that he wants you to know that he's aware of. I said, I'm sorry, I totally can't remember the rest of them in the boxes, but there's one I do remember because it was so huge. He impressed on me, told me that he had found something to do over there where he's very active and he's doing a lot of research, and it's very interesting. He's very excited about it. And he showed it to me with the energy pattern. It was long and sort of wavy energy with colors in it. In this life, he'd been an engineer of some kind, working for a big company here in San Diego. Anyway, I said, I don't know what it is, but he's just so excited. I said, I think that's why I remembered it, because it's the main deal. And she just said, Venus. She says, Venus, I have felt him around me all week. And I kept saying, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? And she said, just yesterday, the day before I had the dream, she said, Bruce, if you can't get through to me, go talk to Venus. And so that night, he came and talked to me. So we were just both blown away, especially her. So she that proved to her he's really there. And, of course, he is. And I liked it, too. So why don't we get into our main topic here. I just wanted to tell you that because for those of you who don't know me, I do personal readings for people over the telephone, and I help you with your stuff. Things like that, all kinds of things. And on the radio show here every Tuesday, I do take your calls and do what I can to help you in whatever way it is. So today, I don't know where I got this, but at the end I do have a couple of books that you can read if you'd like. But there's a man named George Meeks. Well, he's dead now, but he was living once. And he was a retired industrialist. He'd revolutionized the air conditioning industry business. And he made a small fortune on a series of patents. And he set up a foundation, a Metascience Foundation. His highly regarded nonprofit enterprise was to analyze the human spirit from a scientific angle. So he retired on his 60th birthday, and he and his wife Jeanette began to explore the deepest and the richest spiritual truths hidden along the back roads of the 20th century world. And they traveled all over, and they observed different phenomena, like energy healing and use of acupuncture as painkillers. He brought back a lot of photos from his trips, and on one film he captured a red-orange blast of healing energy released from the fingers of a healer named Josephina Sisson. And it goes on and on. I'm just skipping around here and sort of rephrasing things. But George knew that these invisible energies played a major part in our lives, in our world, but that most of us didn't know they existed. Well, he committed himself to proving the existence of these energies, of spiritual reality. And he started collecting many pictures, taking many pictures of mediumistic people when the air was charged by psychic energy fields. And on the net, I found photos of those. So apparently mediumistic people emit something. So I assume I'm one of those, and probably a lot of you are too. But he'd spend a lot of time in his lab. He set up a lab in his home, and he would capture on film spiritual energies coming from his physical body, or observing how his emotions could affect the growth of plants. He found that plants that he lavished with love would flourish, but other plants, not so lucky. Early in their growth cycle, he'd threaten them with angry shouts, and he'd hold a hissing blowtorch over their heads, and those plants would grow weak and small. He made a special room, a dark room in his lab, and had photographs taken. During one sitting, all the frames came out dark except one which showed a spontaneous out-of-body experience that George happened to have. And it showed him attached to both bodies by the etheric or the silver cord. And his body was partially transparent in the photo. And then in another sitting, it happened again, but this time George's physical body was almost completely transparent. Kind of reminds me of how I've told you about that ex-boyfriend of mine, how he could disappear, and I saw him disappear twice. All manner of things are happening out there. Anyway, fascinating, I think. George discovered that the actual locations of heaven and hell were not somewhere out there in a distant space, nor hidden deep in the earth, but right here, all around us. And he knew that mystics have had an intimate knowledge of the fact that many universes interpenetrate our own physical universe, but we haven't known how to explain it. And it goes along with that saying, in my Father's house are many mansions, and they're going through us and around us and all about us. I think it's rather remarkable that we don't get more mixed up than we do, although I certainly can't get mixed up. Sometimes after I've been working with a lot of people or on the radio working really hard, it's like I'm not here and I'm not there. I don't know where I am. And sometimes you can hear me. I'll forget even my name. And especially when I'm working with people on the phone, and at the end when I add up the minutes, for the credit card, I am so stupid you wouldn't believe it. They often have to help me because I just ain't here. Not yet. It's very embarrassing. Okay, so now George was going to employ radio technologies, electromagnetic energies to explain the true location of the spirit worlds. And he was explaining to a writer how to do this. He said he just talked about all the different radio waves and various ways. Now we have microwaves. We have all kinds of energies going through us all the time. And so he said, well, all the spiritual universes, and there are hundreds of them, they're all sharing this space with our physical universe, like radio signals sharing this room. Well, you know what? I think there are more than hundreds of spiritual universes myself. But this is not my story. So we go on here, and George was saying, all the universes are broadcast by a central source, which religions typically call God or Allah or Yahweh or Brahman. These universes are all jumbled together in the same space as they are sent out by God, yet each universe remains distinct by its frequency or rate of vibration. The frequencies of the spirit worlds are much finer than the energies we're familiar with here on Earth, such as electricity, radio signals, light, etc. Most of these spirit world energies are imperceptible not only by our physical senses, but also by modern equipment. But those of us who are sensitives, mediums, psychics, we feel and see a lot of these things. And so then he goes on to talk about, in my Father's house are many mansions. He said, my first thought was, if we can use a radio to tune into each radio signal, maybe we could find a device that would let us tune into the spirit worlds and talk to their inhabitants. That thinking led to Meek's best-known invention. He invented something called the Spiricom device, a set of 13 tone generators spanning the range of the adult male voice. And they were able to use that and talk back and forth to the spirits. Now, I don't know what's happened to that, but I keep, I'm always mentioning we're going to do this someday. I know we're going to be able to call on telephones, or not really phones, and see each other back and forth. In the winter of 1988, George Meek and a physicist in their 70s traveled to Luxembourg, and they wanted to visit the miracles reported from the home of this Maggie and Jules Fischenbach. To make it simple and short, they were conversing with the other side, back and forth. But this time they said they would be using a TV for experiments for the first time, and be an old TV that once had belonged to Jules' grandfather, had been sitting on the shelf for years collecting dust. It didn't work. And the spirit team on the other side said use that TV and a video camera. Everybody thought, well, this can't work. But it did. They plugged the TV into the wall current and turned it on, and a screen showed up full of snow or static. The video cam was pointed at the TV. Then moments after, they saw a 3-second sequence of images: mountains, a forest, a building, and most impressive, a couple walking hip deep out into a lake or ocean, holding hands, then releasing hands, then joining hands again. And then a high-pitched voice broke through the TV static to announce the end of the successful experiment, the transmission of pictures live from the astral realm. So, pretty cool, eh? And his wife Jeanette died in 1990, and George soon received a letter from her over the computer. And I've heard of this happening through phone calls, computers, tapes. Some lucky people get to have this happen to them. Let's see. This letter was sent to our world by the Time Stream Spirit Group, a collection of hundreds of dedicated people in spirit working hard to open communication channels with the earth. Anyway, Jeanette told George she missed him and awaited his arrival in the coming years, but emphasized there was no hurry. She said life there was absolutely beautiful and she had much to keep her busy. She was already acting as a guardian angel of kindness for victims of war, men, women, and children who were coming across the veil and terror from the Persian Gulf crisis. Jeanette's job was to calm them down and get them settled into their new lives. This was the result of objective reports from a woman who had died and found a way to deliver clear, unfiltered messages to her husband through a computer on Earth. Within a year, Time Stream, this collection of spirits, sent a photograph of Jeanette in the higher or subtle reaches of the astral realm. She was posing in a stunning landscape along with their daughter Nancy Carroll, who had died at the age of 2 weeks. Also in the picture was the film producer, Hal Roach. Ha-ha, you never know who you're going to get over there, do you? George died in the winter of 1999, and he wrote 2 books before he left. One is called Healers and the Healing Process, and the other one is After We Die, What Then? By George Meeks. That's M-E-E-K. George Meek. I guess it's not Meeks. Anyway, I found that pretty darn interesting. That was happening in the 20th century. All right, let's see. Oh, it's time for a break. How can it be time for a break? All right, let's do that real quick. I'll come back and we'll take calls and do whatever else we do. Venus Andrecht with the Dear Venus Show.
Do you know that all of the Dear Venus shows are archived? You can listen to them anytime. To find the Dear Venus Show with Venus Andrecht on iTunes podcasts, the archived shows, or to have the current show emailed to you each week, go to Venus's website at GodIsAlwaysHappy.com. Click on the radio section on the homepage. That's all there is to it. You can have Venus with you anytime, all the time. You may start to feel like she's moved in with you. You can find her archived shows at GodIsAlwaysHappy.com in the radio section on the homepage.
Venus has become a little gnome in the back room, busily painting switches for your wall lights and 6x8-inch Good Luck Mojo paintings. Why? Because she started painting light switches for people who listen to her Dear Venus show. Every time you turn on these light switches, you turn on the good mojo energy. Well, the wall plates are a big hit, and Venus can barely keep up with the demand. You can see and purchase them on her artmojos.com website. And many of you have asked Venus to paint smaller, good mojo art so you can put it up in your office cubicles, your car, smaller rooms in your house, and so you can carry it around with you. So now the gnome named Venus is busy making little 6x8-inch paintings filled with light and good energy of all different types and kinds. When you purchase any painting, you can email Venus exactly the kind of mojo you want put into it, and she'll put it there personally just for you. She'll write it on the back of the painting too, no matter what the size. To see the 6x8-inch paintings and all of her paintings, plus the light switches, please go to artmojos.com. That's artmojos.com.
You know what Venus's mojos are. They are the benevolent energies her mother taught her to pull from the universe. The good energy mojos of all different kinds that help people in all different ways. Venus gathers these energies up from the universe and tosses various ones to all of you each week on this radio show. On her website, Venus has 8 more pretty impressive mojos that have garnered many happy testimonials. Mojos that she has taped with extra added energy and had them each set to special music and turned into MP3s. You can purchase these MP3s off Venus's website for a nominal fee and listen to them over and over again. Venus currently has a special running on all 8 mojos for $20 off. You can find these mojos on Venus's website, GodIsAlwaysHappy.com. And there are more unique mojos coming as MP3s, so be sure and check back off into Venus's site, GodIsAlwaysHappy.com.
Hi, welcome back. Venus Andrecht with the Dear Venus Show. Next week's show. As you know, I have live shows every Tuesday. February 7th, 2012. The topic is how to live your life as a sensitive. I was talking about this on my website a few weeks ago. Oh my gosh, everybody got so excited. There's so many out there who are having trouble living like this if you're a sensitive person. So I'm just going to talk more about it. By the way, if you're not on Facebook, on my fan page, I really would love to have you over there because I don't do anything on my friend page. It's just too technically challenging. But on my fan page, I just tell you whatever's happening. Oh my goodness, I just had my bathroom sink blew up on me the other morning. I talked about that. Every day it's something. As Lexi, my granddaughter, says, I have very FOD days. F-O-D, it's fun but odd days. So join me over there, Venus fan book page, under Venus Andrecht, A-N-D-R-E-C-H-T. Oh, I have a new blog that's going to be coming out tomorrow. I put them up every Wednesday. This one will be about this really angry man I met in the post office, another postal thing and all the excitement around that. So if you're not signed up for my blog, you can go there and sign up for it. Then it comes to you by email. You don't have to worry about going to look. And I do take comments there, and I choose somebody every month who leaves a comment to get a free reading with me. So the blog site is GodIsAlwaysHappy.com/blog. If you want to sign up, look up to the right top where it's in orange letters, the feed or something like that. All right. Let's get over here to the board, the callers. Let's go with Sharon in Orange County. Sharon, are you the Sharon I think you might be?
Yeah. Hey, Venus. It's Sharon.
Hi. How are you doing?
Oh,
Sharon,
I'm doing good today.
Oh, Sharon's a lady that I've gotten to know really well because we worked on the phone a lot, and we've even met each other, and we're friends, right? We are friends.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. So what's happening today, Sharon?
Well, I'm just wondering if you can look into Mike, who, for the listeners, is a guy I was dating for a while, and last May his ex-wife decided she wanted to try and get back together. And so we stopped seeing each other. And then last September, he showed up at my door one night saying it's over. They both basically can't stand each other. And he's going to, contact me within the next week or so, and I've never heard from him. So I'm just wondering whatever happened to him.
Well, I know the background here, and I know it's much more exciting than that. But you don't want to add any more details because...
well, I don't want to take up so much time, or you have other callers, too. So.
Well, I just want to say so everybody understands, because in case I have to run into this when I look into him, he's from another country, and so is the wife, and he's been working over here, 13 years, while she and the kids were in this other country?
Yeah, he was here actually like 19 years, yeah.
19 years. And so they weren't together all this time, and this other country is going through a lot of strife and bloodshed. And so she and one of the children came over here, and now they're living with him, and it's just gone wacky crazy.
Yeah,
Not that it was normal. Not that it was normal before she came over either, right?
No, but it was fun.
I'll tell him why it was fun. Nobody knows who you are, because I guess he had these emotional highs and lows and cultural difficulties with his family, all kinds of things, but he was fabulous in bed, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, we just had to add that,
Oh,
so,
yeah, the best.
The best. The best. Okay. So, with that background,
Yeah.
Let me go see if I can find Mike, because I haven't looked in him for a while. Hasn't it been a few months at least since I've looked in him?
Yeah, like since September when he showed up.
Okay, September, October. Okay, November. Oh my gosh, we're in February tomorrow. Wow,
Yeah.
time does fly, and we haven't heard a word from him since, right?
No, but he said he lost his phone, and that's why his phone number wasn't working. He was going to call me the next week when he got his new phone. And I've never heard anything.
These fellows,
I know.
they tell us the finest stories. Oh, I ate my phone. I'm sorry. As soon as I poop it out, I'll be right with you. Oh dear. Sorry. Okay. Let me go for Mike. Mike. I haven't seen you for a while. This is Venus. Can I talk to you, Mike? Oh, he's just running around like a chicken with his head cut off, like they say. He's always like that, pretty much. But more running. He's just like running. Why are you running? I don't know if he's physically running. He's emotionally, mentally running. Tell me what's going on, Mike. I really want to know. Sharon sent me. Sharon wants to know how you're doing. You know, Sharon, since we're doing this, he might call you after we stir him up.
Yeah, you never know.
Well, sometimes it happens. All right, so let me just get him to, I'm having trouble getting him to stop this running so I can talk to him. So I'm getting in front of him. What's happening with you? He just says nothing's working out, nothing's right. He's having trouble with work. He's having trouble with his families, the whole family bunch that's over there. He's having trouble with the wife. It's like he doesn't even really think about her anymore. She's just real clear, not clear, but pale, let's say, in the background.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just got so much on his mind, and he's trying to do everything so fast. He's like breathless. He's just breathless.
Wow.
In fact, it kind of worries me about his health or his heart, because I think he's had so much stress on him, and he has so much that I'm getting concerned about his health or his heart. Did I ever see that before?
Yeah, you've seen him not feeling well and being overstressed. Remember, he'd be just hung over the counter when you'd see him at the store, and kind of just beaten down.
Okay, well, he's not
energy.
making any sense. He's not making good decisions right now. I can't even really get a hold of him. I'm not surprised you haven't heard from him, because he's just out of it. He's just out of his senses, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where he is. I'm having trouble even finding out where he is. Sharon, this is very bizarre.
I know he's always been very dramatic, when you've gone into him, too. Very emotional. And
yes, but now it's like he doesn't have much color to him either. He's just he's not there. It's like he's so overwhelmed himself with everything in his life that he's not clicking on any level. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Let me ask about, do you ever think of Sharon? Do you think of Sharon? Yes, but you're in the background, because you just would be one more stress. You are one more stress, because he doesn't know what to do about that either. This man cannot make a good decision. He is letting everybody else and life run him. This is not a good thing to do.
No, but this is also not a good thing to put in my life either.
Well, you're just going to have to go on without him until, or if he gets himself back together. But people don't really change a whole lot. Ever since we met him, this has been, a couple of years now? Yeah. I'm talking about since I started talking to you. He has been a real handful.
Yes. When it's good, it's really good. When it's bad, it's confusing and a pain,
Yes. It's the old saying about, or what I learned to do, if somebody is making you suffer and you can't fix it, you got to cut it out. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's your arm or your leg, and you still got to cut it off if it's so painful you can't live your life. So I would say, Sharon, you keep on doing what you're doing, moving forward, going through the challenges and the things you've got going on now. He'll either come around or he won't. But right now, man, I can't even grab him. And I don't think I've ever had it that bad before.
No, you've always been able to get his attention even for a couple minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So he must be really whacked out. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, then it's been a blessing he hasn't shown up.
Yes, it has. You don't need any more troubles, do you?
No, and no certain men, that's for sure. And everyone get her book and read Certain Men. It's fantastic.
Thank you. All right, darling, I better move on here. What? Okay. Unless you're going to say something.
No, that's just it. Just thank you very much, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you soon, Venus.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Oh my, Sharon has had quite a life with this man. When he's good, he's very, very good, but when he's bad, he's awful. You know that nursery rhyme about the little girl with the curl in the middle of her forehead? When she was good, she was very, very good, and when she was bad, she was awful. It's been that kind of relationship. Not awful because he's that kind of guy, but awful, I mean, he doesn't mean to. He just can't help himself. I guess that's not good either. All right, let's see what else. We've got a few minutes before the next break here. Christina in Massachusetts.
Hi,
Christina.
Venus.
Hi. What can I do
Hi.
for you? What can I do for you, my darling?
I would love for you to try to connect with my ex-boyfriend. I'm really hurting, and I'm wondering where he is in his life. He's also in another country, and sounds a lot like the last caller.
Wow.
And he's out of his life completely. He was supposed to move. He's in the middle of a divorce. He's supposed to get a job. He just finished school. But I just want to know what he feels about me and if he's ever going to talk to me again.
Okay, well, let me get some questions answered for me here. Is he in another country now?
Yeah.
What country?
He's in Germany.
Okay. Is he German?
He's Dutch. He's from Netherlands.
Okay. And how long have you been apart or not, boyfriend and girlfriend? How long has it been?
We've been talking for about 4 months, and he came to visit me for a while, and we had plans to have him come here to, get married, basically.
Okay, so did you meet him on the net or something?
Yeah, over YouTube, actually.
Okay. Okay, we just all like to know all the details so we can picture everything here. How old is he and what does he do for a living? Color hair?
Light brown hair. He was supposed to be, he just finished his truck driving license school. It's 2 years over there. So he just was supposed to move out and get an apartment by himself because he's supposed to be going through a divorce and selling his house. And last time I talked to him, he said he was too distraught and he was having to take medications to deal with us and just to leave him alone.
Okay, so how long ago has this been?
It's only been a couple of weeks.
And you haven't heard from him. Okay. Christina, how old are you and what do you do?
Oh, we're the same age, actually. I'm 34. He's 34. I'm actually on disability. I'm disabled.
Okay. Well, let me go get started here. Christina, I've got some ideas, but let me double check them. Christina, I'm with you, and I'm going to go to Germany. Did you give me his name? What is it?
Sebastian.
Sebastian. Is that what you call him?
Yeah, but it's kind of pronounced like Sebastian. I don't really know.
Sebastian. Okay, what town in Germany does he live in? I'm going to go there.
Well, he was supposed to move to Kleve. It's like Kleve.
Mm-hmm. But where is he?
His house is in a different town in Germany, like a suburb of, I don't really know.
Okay. We don't know a lot about this man, do we? Sebastian. Okay, I'll just head to Germany. What the hey? I feel like a trip. I need a trip. I need a vacation. Sebastian. Okay. The truck driver. Okay. I'm a friend of Christina's, right, in the States, in Massachusetts. And she wants to know what's really going on with you. What's happening? I know you're married. You're getting divorced. What's happening? Do you have any plans with Christina? Talk to me. Let me in your head. Let me know how you're feeling. I want to help you here. Sebastian. Yes, he is having emotional or mental troubles. He doesn't know that he wants to go back to the States. For some reason, it seems too far. And did you say he has a child?
No, but he had a dream we had a kid together. He doesn't have a child.
I just saw a child. Okay, so who knows? Do you suppose the wife could be pregnant?
Certainly not.
Certainly not?
Yeah, she's definitely not pregnant.
Okay, I see a child, but I don't know what that means. Does he have any from somewhere else? We don't know enough about this man to know, do we?
His sister has a child.
No. All right, let me just get back into him since we can't get... I don't think you know a lot about him. I keep getting the thought you just don't know.
I do. We used to Skype 6 hours a night.
Yeah, but I think you still don't know a lot about him. Things that have been left out, you know?
Yeah, that's for sure. Because
you haven't lived there, you haven't known his family or his friends. There's things left out. You've been going on just Skype stuff. It's not the same. It's not the same as in person. So let me get back to Sebastian. I'm having trouble getting information about him, actually, which is not usually the case. It usually comes pretty quickly. So let me just get back in. How do you feel about Christina right now? Is there a problem going on here? What's going on? Well, people are pulling on him. Could be family, friends, ex. I don't know who it is pulling on him to stay, and he's second-guessing himself. Do I want to go? Do I not? It's a big thing. It's too big. I want to stay here. He's not... I wouldn't put my heart on him. Let me put it that way. I would let him be. Let him be. He'll either work this out or he won't. But often, Christina, not to be cruel, but when a man tells you he needs time and space, it means he needs space forever. Do you know that?
Yeah, that's what I was feeling. That's why I was wondering if he was ever going to talk to me again.
Well, I'm not real sure that he ever will, so I wouldn't sit in a pond and paddle while you wait for him, okay?
Okay.
I think you need to go on with your life. Even if you did hear from him again, he's got issues. He's not sure of this and that, back and forth, and he's so far away, and you're here, and if he came over here, what if he said, well, you know, I don't feel this way anymore, and, you know, he got what he wanted by moving over here. Yeah. You see, I just don't feel that great about it. That's the trouble. I'm sorry.
No, that's an accurate reading.
All right, darling. Well, I'm glad to be accurate, but let me just wish you some good luck and happiness. And hey, we'll just throw a mojo out to everybody. What do you say?
Good.
You get it first, but it's going to go right through you and around you and splatter off and hit everybody else who wants it. Stand up, throw your arms in the air if you want this. I don't care if you're at work. Stand up and shout, yes! Mojo! Okay, this will be for just to lift you up, clear your mind, bring in happiness, love, good feeling, fun. Woo! Woo! Bam! Bam! Woo! Woo! Bam! Bam! Woo! Bam! 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 Woo! Woo! Everybody gets it. All right, Christina. Better things are coming, darling. Thank you for the call.
Thank you.
All right? Are you okay?
Yeah,
what?
That was great.
Oh, good. Is your mind okay? You're not spinning, are you?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I felt a little dizziness over there. Okay, it'll straighten out. Don't worry about it. It's just the energies. All right, I'll be right back. This is Venus Andrecht with the Dear Venus Show.
I'm Venus's daughter, Summer McStravick, and I hope you can join me for my online radio show, Flow Dreaming. Visit my website, flowdreaming.com, for all the dates and times it plays. That's Flow Dreaming. I hope to see you there.
Where soul meets body.
Become a power manifester with Summer McStravick's complete Flow Dreaming Library CD set. Finally, here is a real practical technique that you can do in 15 minutes a day to activate the law of attraction in your life. No meditation, no long learning curve. Summer shows you how to easily start rewriting your energy patterns now. Go to flowdreaming.com to listen to actual excerpts of the CDs as you become a power manifester. Visit flowdreaming.com.
You can reach Venus for your own private reading by visiting GodIsAlwaysHappy.com and using the contact form to reach Venus. You can also enter to win a free psychic reading with Venus by signing up for her blog or newsletter at GodIsAlwaysHappy.com. Venus draws winners' names each week. Plus, you can follow her very interesting life. That's GodIsAlwaysHappy.com.
You know you don't feel well, and your doctor can't tell you why. Quit worrying and get the answers you need. Dr. Ron Myers is a medical intuitive with a special gift. He sees into and hears what your body is saying it needs to feel healthy and strong again. Go to insightdoctor@yahoo.com. That's INSIGHTDOCTOR@yahoo.com. After just one consultation with Dr. Myers, Venus often gets emails from her listeners about the many health improvements and peace of mind they experience. For information about consultations with Dr. Myers, go to insightdoctor@yahoo.com. That's INSIGHTDOCTOR@yahoo.com.
Hi, welcome back. Venus Andrecht with the Dear Venus Show. All right, I think you know there's a free mojo on my website, an MP3 mojo with music, and you can play it over and over, and it's free, free, free. So go to my website, godisalwayshappy.com, and look for the blue headphones, and when you click on them, you get the free mojo. You're also signed up for my very infrequent newsletter and postcards, and that puts you in the pot to win readings with me on the phone, and other things. I'm always thinking up some way to do free readings. I do a lot of them, by the way. So let's see. The winner today. We got a winner. We have one every Tuesday. A winner for a free 10-minute phone session with me is Catherine Roach-Eddy. Catherine with a C, Roach, R-O-A-C-H -Eddy, E-D-D-Y. Catherine, just email me. You can reach me through my website. This offer is valid through February 6, 2012. And good luck to the rest of you. I mean, I don't care how many times you win with me. I just roll the thing around, and where my finger stops, nobody knows. My eyes are closed. By the way, on my Mojo site, that will be on my website. You just go to the Mojos part of it. I have a bunch of Mojos for sale there for nominal prices. They have the music. They have all this and that. I have a new one to help you go to sleep at night. It's a longer one. And I have the first set 1, I think there's $20 off, a sale on that. Set 2, most of them are double mojos. You get 2 for the price of 1, so you might want to check it out. GodIsAlwaysHappy.com. All right. Let's see. I think we're going to move on here. I was looking at the chat room. We have a wonderful chat room. Everybody's very friendly and nice, and they help each other out. And when I have time, I jump over here and do a little work with people. There's Lori. She says, how about some good advice for a very cruel boss? I know we would be clicking our heels and saluting if she could. Hates all of us. She just got there about a year ago. Most of us have been here for 25 or 30 years. She keeps trying to fire people. She loves to be mean. I have never, and then it stopped working. I don't know where you are, and I don't know what kind of work this is, so. Oh, she's on hold. Well, then let's just hop over here and go with her. She's on the radio, too. Lori, it's your lucky day.
Yes, hi, Venus.
Sometimes that happens. People get it here and they get it there. It's been happening lately that way.
I think we all need help, and the universe is going to try.
I think so. So you have a mean boss. What do you work at? What is it?
It's a waste facility.
It's a what? Waste?
Waste facility, yeah.
Trash or water?
Yeah, trash.
Trash, okay. And so you guys have been there 25, 30 years, and why is she there all of a sudden?
Oh, I don't know. We needed a new boss, a head boss, and so they brought her in, and she wasn't really experienced. She's just got this whole idea that the place is just horrible, and was really running pretty good before she got there. And we all want to help. I mean, I don't mind.
Yes.
We're all there to help.
Uh-huh. Well, okay. Why don't we start
angry. I just wish she wasn't so mad at everybody.
Okay, what's her first name? About what color hair does she have, and about what age?
Robin. She's blonde. She's about 37, 38.
Probably a lot younger than the rest of you.
Yeah. I wouldn't use my name either, though, because she really hates me.
Oh, so this is a fake name?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, when you're talking to her, when you go there, you might want to just say you're a friend. You're everybody's friend anyway. Don't say you're my friend.
Okay, Robin.
Just lighten up a little. It's kind of a nice place to work. We're really
let me check her out. Is it R-O-B-I? Is it R-O-B-I-N or Y-N?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's I-N.
Okay, Robin at this waste treatment plant or whatever you call it. Robin in pardon me?
Facility. Waste facility, they call it.
Somewhere in Wisconsin. Okay, Robin. Better go through you, Lori. Okay, now I'm going to get Robin. Okay, I believe she's here. Robin, hey, hello. I'm sort of chasing her down, waving, hello. I feel like Julia Child there. Hello. Can I talk to you, Robin? I'm a friend of yours, or I'm a friend of a lot of people. Yes, I am. Can I talk to you about your job and what's happening and how you feel about what's going on there and the people? May I just come into your head, please? Robin. I hear you're angry. Well, are you angry? If so, what are you angry about? What are you mad about? Nobody moves fast enough, according to her. You all just don't move fast enough. You just go at your leisure. I'm using her words. You just sort of do this and you just sort of do that, and she would like you to go much faster. She wants everything perfect. She wants all the files in order. She wants all the paperwork in order. She wants everything in order. That must be hard at a waste plant.
Yeah.
Is this how she acts? And then she gets very angry because it's not happening and it's not happening fast enough.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, this place is so horrible. And actually it's not, it runs real nice, nobody gets hurt,
but she wants everything. She wants it the way she wants it. So she's new. She comes in from the outside, from somewhere. You guys have been running the show for all these years, and you like it the way it is because it's really restful, and you enjoy each other, and you enjoy the job. And she comes in. It's like she has two big cymbals, and she's clanging them together, and the noise is so outrageous, you all are just shrinking back. You can't handle it. I would imagine you all feel like she's just loud or something. She feels loud. I don't know if she's personally loud, but what she's doing is loud. Does that make sense to you?
That's perfect explanation. That's just it, yeah. And we're all rotten. She'd like to throw us all away.
Yeah.
She's the only one that knows anything. And
oh, gosh. Well, let me have a chat with her. Let me see if she'll listen to me.
We'd like to please her. I mean, we really would. We all love the place, We've been there longer than her.
Well, let me see if there's something else bothering her. Hang on. Robin, it's me. I'm back. I want to help you. I know you're really upset and you want everything done the way you want it, and these old timers, have got to go and yada yada. Is she firing people?
Yeah, actually she is.
Well, because she's calling you all old timers, and she wants to get the old out and in with the new and have it run in a stainless steel fashion. Everything sparkles.
Yep.
That's her plan. Okay, Robin. Why? Because she said that's the way the world is now. Everything is different now, and we have to run things differently. They run it old style, and I have to clear this muck out and bring it up to snuff. It reflects on her, she says. She has to show somebody, or the bosses. She must have bosses over her. She wants to show them how to really run a place, and she's just determined to run you all out. I'm sorry to say.
No, I know it. That's true. We all know it.
Do you have any friends above her? Any bosses who have any influence? Because I don't really feel like I can calm her down. She's on a mission.
Yeah. Well, actually, her boss is Vicky or Betty. Those are two of her bosses. If you'd like to try that, I thought you meant for me to go talk to. I couldn't really do that.
No.
But remember, I could see her getting in trouble with it. I mean, it's.
Okay, Vicky and Betty, have they been there longer?
Yeah.
Vicky and Betty, let's see overall how they feel about this. Well, they're kind of in awe of what's happening. It's just like, man, she's cleaning house. And they're saying between the two of them, hope she doesn't get to us. Clean us out. I think they kind of worry about it.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what we could do to help you here, because this woman is just determined to bring you into the 21st century, all of you, and those of you who can't, you got to go. And I don't think anybody's safe, including her bosses. I think she plans to move to the top of the heap.
Yeah.
So what I would do if I were all of you, I would start planning my retirements. Save as much money as you can. Pardon me?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Yes, because, sometimes when the water comes through, it's like a tsunami or a raging river, and you just got to get out of the way and find a tree to hold on to. That's how it's looking to me.
Yeah,
and so what I'm going to do is, pardon me?
I wonder if you could just kind of plant a little seed that it actually is a very nice place, and it does run very good. She's never lived
I will
with
try that. I will try that. But with this woman, okay. Let me see. I've lost her name already. What is it? Robin. Okay. This is actually a nice place. I really like it. It's very restful. It's peaceful. It's fun to be here. I like these people.
Functional. It works well. Nobody's getting hurt.
It works well. Everything works. Everything's functional. It's very peaceful. I don't need to clean this place up, make it shine. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. I need to just let them be, and I can have a happy life myself. I need a happy life. This woman feels like she's very strict in her life, very strict on herself. Everything's strict in her life. She was probably brought up that way. She may have a home life like that or not. But she just takes the cat o' nine tails to you, everybody, and herself. So what I'm going to do, I'm talking to high beings here. Beings, can you step in here and do what you can do? Help everything work out in the best way for everyone, for all concerned. Let the best work out. Bam, 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 bam. The best work out. Let everything work out in the most peaceful, happy way for everyone. Amen. Hallelujah. Mojo.
Amen.
Woo! All right?
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, Lori, I'll be thinking good thoughts for you. This woman, she's got you all by the tail, and she's swinging you around her head.
Yeah, I'll have to stay out of the way, that's for sure. Try to.
All right, darling. Thanks for the call. Thanks for the call. All righty. Bye-bye. Okay, Kim in Sacramento. Kim.
Hey, Venus. Hey, it's Kim from the Flow Dreaming Retreat.
Oh, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, you too. Oh, boy, I really need your help, Venus.
Okay, we've got a few minutes, so tell me fast.
Okay, so I'm 47, and I'm at that age where, things are starting to change in my life, and I'm thinking about cleaning up some relationships. So with my mom, for Christmas, with my mom, I asked for, instead of a regular present, some counseling sessions so we could kind of clean up some old baggage from our relationship. So we're meeting again this Friday. It's our second session, and I'm just wondering if you could go into her head and see what she's thinking, what's going on with her that might be able to help me to move through this so that we can come to a healthy, happier place without a lot of struggle and strife. And
okay, so she's going to counseling with you?
With me, yes. She's agreed to. We've already had one session.
Okay, what's her first name? How old is she, and does she work?
She's 67. She's her first name is Dee Dee, and she owns some rentals.
Okay, what color's Dee Dee's hair at the moment?
Gray.
Dee Dee. Okay, through Kim. Okay, Dee Dee. Can I talk to you, please? Kim's mom, Dee Dee. All right, there she is. I'm coming in. Dee Dee, how do you feel about these counseling sessions and cleaning up issues with Kim? She says, well, if Kim wants to do this, she's kind of puzzled in some respects, and she's also, her feeling, she's a little miffed in others. It compartmentalized. Another third is that she thinks is interesting. She'd like to see what comes out of it, and she's hoping the therapist will show you how she's a much better mother and is better than you think she is or has been. She wants to be vindicated. Would that make sense to you?
Yes, that does make sense. Yes. And that's one, and one of our issues is boundaries, and how I feel there hasn't been good boundaries. So I think we both have that idea, that intent going into it.
Okay, so what you need to do here, these are good things. It's good she's thinking this way because she'll keep going because she wants to be vindicated. Okay. And she wants you to see how good she is and this and that. And so that, if you just keep that in mind and let her think that, over time it's going to work out. And you guys will get some things resolved here. And I feel you'll have a much better relationship. You just have to be real tactful and, let her think whatever she wants.
And that's been I have a friend, a really good friend who I've known forever, who's actually her goddaughter, who's been telling me, you've got to go in there and tell the truth and just be brutal. And I keep thinking,
not yet.
No.
No. Okay, the studio says I've just got a few seconds left. No, be tactful. Use it to your advantage, what your mother thinks is happening. You can get brutal later if you need to. Okay, darling?
Thanks, Venus.
All right. Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, everybody. Once again, we've come to the end of the show. I'm so sorry. But I'll be back next week live. And, of course, everything's archived, iPodded, iDone, whatever you do out there. You can find me everywhere. This is Venus Andrecht with the Dear Venus Show, and I'll see you next week, Tuesday. Bye-bye.